Hi, Digestible listeners. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Staci, along with my sister Melissa. And what do we do?
Here at the Digestible podcast, we bring you all the health and wellness information you need in the amount of time that your busy day can handle. And we make it easily digestible.
Yes, we do. And today we're going to do our second recap. Like Missy and I had mentioned, when we first started the podcast way back when, I think we're almost going on a year.
Yes, Stacey.
Which is crazy. And like
I know.
40 plus episodes. We kept saying after each season, we should do a recap like all the big podcasts do. We kept meaning to do it. We never did. And so now we are committed to recapping before this gets away from us and we don't set our precedent. So today we're going to recap the supplements that we learned about on the podcast.
Yes, and I'm very excited because in the first recap, we talked about food and how our food systems aren't as healthy as they could be. And so there are people who have that belief that I should be getting all of the nutrients I need from my food. And that would be great if we lived in a different world. But we don't. We live in this one. We live in 2026. Our food systems are a little nutrient deficient.
They are.
And we've learned of ways to biohack, basically, which is to use supplements.
We have to. Our food doesn't do it for us anymore. It's not enough. It's unfortunate. I had this conversation with someone the other day and they're like, I just try to eat healthy and get all my nutrients that way. And it's like, you can't really, unless you're just going to spend your whole day eating lots and lots and lots of food. We need a little boost because our food doesn't have it.
Yes. You have to eat, I think it was at 6 to 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamins and nutrients you did from an orange 50 years ago. And that's a lot more calories and a lot more water and fiber, and our body's like, what's going on? We can't do that. So the supplements help. And we talked to some great people to talk about lots of different supplements and why they're helpful to us and how they're important.
Yeah.
So let's get going.
We started off with Kevin Finnegan, and he is in like the professional supplement industry. And so we talked a lot about the supplement industry with him. You know, the supplements are not governed by the FDA. So it's a very much like everyone likes to say, like the Wild West. Like you could just package something, stick it in a capsule and sell it, and who knows what's in there. So if you're going to spend your money on supplements a huge industry. And a lot of the stuff that you buy online, off of social media, in the drugstore or the big box store, like isn't the best quality. And do you really know all the ingredients that are going into your body? So I'm a huge proponent of medical grade, professional brand supplements because those companies do so much testing and everything is very data driven. And so Kevin just kind of reinforced that with us on his first episode.
Yes. And so if you want to listen to the episode, he talks about what certifications to look for. And then Stacy, like what are some of the companies that you know of off the top of your head that use medical grade ingredients in their supplements?
Yeah, so some of my favorite professional brand supplements are Zymogen, Designs for Health, Orthomolecular,
Standard process,
but they're food-based.
They're food-based,
so it's a little different, but we're going to talk about them too.
Thanks for that clarification,
Yeah,
Stacey.
but there's just a lot out there that you can find that are really doing, they really put their name behind their product.
For sure. So that's a good one. So
absolutely.
And then we also talked about with Kevin on another episode, we went over creatine.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
Hopefully we're all taking creatine, but a lot of people are confused or just uncertain about what the creatine is for and how it works. And so he did a great episode. Go back and listen to it. I give it out to people all the time. It's for our muscles. It's for our brains. There are so many ways to use creatine and take creatine and make sure you're getting a good creatine product.
Yes. I had my creatine this morning.
Yes.
Did you have yours?
Every day.
Yes.
So that's a great episode. And then we would talk to Ken and Roger from Fruiting Bodies Mushrooms. And I am a huge fan of medicinal mushrooms, not psychedelic mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms and all the magical things they can do for our bodies. And so that was a 2-part episode. What did you learn, Miss?
Okay. Well, first of all, I made a pivot in my life because of that episode. which is I now use medicinal mushrooms from time to time, pretty regularly. But we learned about 5 different kinds. It was reishi, chaga, turkey tail, cordyceps, and lion's mane. And they all have these, I mean, they're just amazing. But they both also talked about sourcing, how important it is to get medicinal mushroom products that source responsibly so that you're not getting
yes, we were making fun of your mushroom coffee, weren't we?
Oh, God, it was so gross. Well, that's not about sourcing. That's just about a product that tastes bad.
Right, but we talked a lot about like what the medicinal mushrooms seem to be showing up in so many products now. They become very big, and it's like, once again, if you're going to put this in your body, where was it grown? How was it grown? Where did it come from? Who is extracting it? How are they extracting it? So that you're actually getting what you need.
So Ken and Roger talked to us about like the process that they used, and if you want to nerd out, it's a really good one. But I
love
think,
it.
Yeah, and they do things right. They source them correctly. They extract the chemical components of the mushrooms that help us responsibly and in a way that makes it bioavailable to us. And so I personally, and I was going to do the turkey tail for this winter, but I didn't. But turkey tail is a big one to use in the winter because it helps with your immune system.
I do turkey tail regularly because there's a lot of good studies. If you want to go on PubMed and go look at the studies of turkey tail and cancer, it's good. So as a cancer survivor, I take turkey tail. And then reishi is great if you need to relax.
Oh my God.
Before bed.
This is how I explained it to people. It doesn't change what I'm feeling emotionally, but it takes the edge off that physical feeling of that emotion. So if I'm upset about something or anxious about something and your heart races or whatever, you get sweaty, it like that tight feeling, the reishi just sort of gives you that. It just helps you just release that tension. So you can still think and feel the same things, but you're not getting that physical, uncomfortable, physiological reaction.
It's calming.
It is.
Yeah.
So I take reishi at night before bed sometimes, and sometimes if I know that I'm really worked up physically from an emotion, I might just take a little, take one to just sort of take that edge off the discomfort. It's great. And I take cordyceps in the afternoon and lion's mane in the afternoon when I know I have meetings and it's, I have to push through the end of the day and I want to be sharp and I want my attention, to be good, but I don't want to have to worry about the caffeine effects. From coffee.
Cordyceps is great for that. That's my afternoon go-to because if I do the caffeine in the afternoon, my sleep is shot. But cordyceps is great for the energy. It's really great post-viral or any sort of illness where you're still kind of feeling like that fatigue. Cordyceps, way to go. And lion's mane. So I'll do the cordyceps and lion's mane in the afternoon too. But huge fan of the mushrooms. Go listen.
For sure.
Yeah. And then, we had Andrew on talking about protein.
Yes. So Andrew Phelka is a trainer, but he's also has his master's in nutrition. And so he talked to us about protein. What was your favorite, what do you remember, as a takeaway, Staci, from that episode?
That I am not eating enough protein. That was my takeaway. And that being plant forward, it felt like it was going to be extra hard to get my protein needs met. So that made me really reevaluate how I was eating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people will say, especially those that are a little concerned about how raising beef can impact our environment, although there's debate about that's really how they're raised. But people are like, we don't need Americans to eat more meat. They eat enough meat. Well, a lot of us don't. A lot of us really don't eat enough meat and protein. So if you're not eating meat, finding protein sources, plant-based protein sources, dairy protein sources. So but he talked also about the thing that really got me was protein's not just about muscle. Our whole body is made up of proteins, everything, everything. And if our brain's not getting enough protein, if our organs aren't getting enough protein, our bodies are going to go, I'm taking this first. Our muscles and our bones might end up getting sort of back-seated if we're not getting enough protein. And we need our muscles and we need our bones to be strong. We need all the things to be working well. So we have to get enough protein. So I thought that was a great episode.
Absolutely. I agree. And then after him, we had Parth from Designs for Health, and he talked about collagen and colostrum. And I thought those were such great topics because Collagen's everywhere, and now you can go and like your coffee shop has collagen. You can add in collagen to things. And collagen, it's like, do we need the collagen? Are we absorbing the collagen? What type of collagen? What to look for? So once again, I think it really comes down to, are you getting a really quality collagen product that is going to be absorbable for your body? Listen to the episode. And then colostrum, which is very popular in certain circles. It became like, does everyone need to get it? It's kind of expensive. How is it sourced? But it's a great tool in your toolkit if you are feeling like you're getting sick, you've been around people who are sick. It's a great like immunity
if you're traveling
booster.
you talked about taking it with you when you travel.
Yeah.
So if, like people get traveler's diarrhea or whatever, it helps your system sort of like heal. So it sounds like it's a good thing to have on hand in that case as well.
I take it before I travel because I just don't want, especially if I'm traveling like this time of year, because I don't want to
Good.
get sick. There's so much like flus and colds and things going around. So I'll take it before while I'm on my trip, and then for a couple days afterwards, just to cover that like plane ride home.
Yeah.
And it's good. It keeps your immune system like primed. If you know, your
Yes.
immune system's in your gut, and the colostrum really
Right.
heals the gut.
Right.
Um,
So that was a good one. So everyone
Yeah.
should be taking collagen, but not everyone needs to be taking colostrum, and certainly not all the time.
Right.
But they're
and make
both
sure you're
very
taking the
helpful.
right type of collagen.
Collagen, right?
Yeah. The cheaper
Okay.
is not necessarily the better. Then we moved
Right.
into whole food supplements, which I find fascinating. Why don't you tell us
Yes.
about that, Missy?
Okay, well, so we talked to Jack Dubois. He's from Standard Process. It's his family's company. They've been around for, gosh, over 100 years now, right?
Almost 100 years.
Almost 100 years. Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
It's like a fourth
They
generation,
yes.
organic, regenerative.
Organic regenerative.
Farm.
So they source almost all of their plant-based supplements, whole food plant-based supplements from their own regenerative farm, and they responsibly source their animal products. And we talked about the benefits of whole food supplements, again, because our food systems don't really have the nutrient density that we'd like. So they offer a lot of, I mean, honestly, like magnesium is a big one. I take their magnesium every day because I think it was something like somewhere between 70 and 90% of Americans don't get enough magnesium in their diet
Yeah,
because we
yes,
just don't
very
get it
true.
in their food. So he talks about how they make their supplements, where they source them from. It's amazing. And why whole food supplements, it's because your body recognizes it as food. It knows what to do with it. Why whole food supplements are so beneficial. And they have a huge line of products. It's amazing.
Huge.
Yeah. I mean, we really could talk about Standard Process and all the things they provide all day. I mean, I love how
Missy
they,
and I got to go to their farm. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It was so beautiful.
and I just loved how they made their tablets and their capsules with all natural products. Like one of their binders is honey. So it's like they have this really clean factories, but the products that they're using, the ingredients they're using, are all very natural. So it was
So they grow the products,
That's it.
they harvest, they press and dry and whatever. And the next thing you know, it's like in a tablet form for you to consume. And it's like,
yes.
you know, if you talk about synthetic versus food-based supplements,
Mhm.
you know, your body has to take a synthetic supplement and do some more conversions in order to utilize it. And with a food-based supplement, like Missy said, like your body just recognizes it as food and takes it in and sends it all those little nutrients where they need to go.
Well said, Staci.
Yeah.
Do you take some supplements from Standard Process? I
Oh
do.
gosh, I take a lot.
Oh, do you?
I take their Easy Mag, and I take their ashwagandha forte, which is one of their herbal lines. Now their herbs are not grown on the farm; they're grown in their their native area, but they're sourced through a company called MediHerb. So I take their ashwagandha forte, which to me is spectacular.
Yes.
And I take their turmeric forte, which also is a really absorbable type of turmeric. They have it bound to fenugreek, which helps your body absorb it and get it through that first liver bypass. And what else? I have so much Standard Process in my house. I have GI Absorb that we take if anyone's going to be traveling someplace where they could have tummy issues or is having some tummy issues. We have Congiplex, which you can take if you're starting to get sick. Like think of congestion, Congiplex, congestion,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like it. I like it.
yeah. I could go on and on. I just got into they have a protein powder called SP Detox, but it's just a protein powder, but it has all these great like herbs and other nutrients in it, like things from the farm, like the kale and the buckwheat and the Spanish black radish and all these crazy things that are so good at supporting your organs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I take a few of those. But I do take them, and I like them, like ashwagandha and turmeric and Easy Mag. And we've got some digestive forte.
Oh, the Digest Forte.
Yeah,
And
Digest Forte, and we have Zypan.
Zypan. Yeah, I have that
Yeah,
too.
we have those.
And then Metabol Complex. If you're looking to work on your blood sugar, Metabol Complex does a great job at helping with blood sugars. So they're just, it's a very cool company. They've got some really cool products.
And they also work mostly through clinicians, so you'll have somebody recommend them to you. You won't just like necessarily find them in the store, but they're
You definitely won't find them in a store.
Really good products.
Yeah.
Unless you go to a compound pharmacy sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. What
And then we
else?
talked about detox with Mitch Taylor from Orthomolecular.
Yes.
I do love their detox products, but we talked about like what is detox and what is not detox.
That was really helpful because there are people who are like, your body already does detox. You have a liver. That's what it's for. But that's not what this detox does. It doesn't take the place of what our liver does.
It kind of like lessens the burden, especially if you're the kind of person who is exposed to a lot of toxins in your day.
Well, most of us are these days. Anyway.
Yeah. The air, the water.
The plastics,
all the products.
the microplastics and the chemicals, the fragrances, all the things. Our bodies we did not evolve to manage this modern world we're just inundated. And so, yeah, it sort of like gives your liver a boost.
It does. It feels really good to do a good detox too. But like a detox is not a juice cleanse. And a detox can be a lot of different things, but it's really about supporting your body's natural detoxifying abilities. And sometimes it does help you release some weight or have better sleep or whatever. Because when your body's in a state of inflammation, right, it kind of holds on to everything.
Mm-hmm. So people have reported from these detoxes, the specific one that Mitch talked about, is they instantly start sleeping better and feeling better during the day. So that's amazing.
The last time I did one, I lost a couple pounds. That's neither here nor there. That's not why I did it. But like my sleep got really good. My energy was great. There was no caffeine involved. And you're just eating super clean. Like the first day or so is a little bit of an adjustment when you're like, I can't have any sugar and I can't have any caffeine. But then it's like, oh, my body just seems so happy.
I didn't get to that point. I tried one. I need to go back and do it again.
You have to like really like commit to the process.
I know.
Do it.
I know.
Yeah.
First day I got a headache because I didn't have my caffeine. And so my stomach got upset. And so I didn't take some of my supplements. And I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do it right now. It was just a bad time. Yeah. But I do believe in them. I think they sound amazing. Okay.
They're good. That was our supplement edition. Those were all our supplement guests.
We didn't talk about Carrie. Carrie came on and talked about
Carrie was with Standard Process too, and she did talk about ashwagandha and the turmeric, about how ashwagandha works in our body, which I am obsessed with ashwagandha. It's an adaptogenic herb. So she talked about how there's a couple of different adaptogenic herbs, and what they do is it's like, I don't know how it knows. Carrie explained a little bit about how it knows, but it's like if you need to be calmed, and your body needs to be calmed, your cortisol levels are high, like ashwagandha helps lower that. If you need energy and you're fatigued, it helps with that. So how one magical herb can do both, I don't truly understand, but Carrie did explain it to us very well. The magic of ashwagandha.
Yes, it was. It was magic. I take it. I love it.
Me too. Huge fan.
Okay. So that was our supplement edition. We hope you got some good tidbits, might make some pivots, and maybe check out one of the episodes.
Yes, and make sure if my big takeaway to give to you listeners is just, if you're going to buy a supplement, make sure that you know something about the company that's making it, and that you understand the ingredients that are in it.
Work with a medical professional.
Yeah.
To help you get on the right supplements for you. Because everybody is different.
Right. And maybe don't take lots of crazy supplements without talking to a professional, making sure that you're on the right track for your body, because some supplements don't work well with certain conditions, especially if you have high, you have thyroid issues, you are on a blood thinner. Like there's some supplements that are not beneficial for you or can be contraindicated with your medications.
Right. So the quality of the supplements, and also get the advice of a medical professional before you jump on that, and make sure that it's safe for you.
Right. I mean, the usual suspects like a vitamin C or a vitamin D, those type of things are usually, safe if you're taking them correctly. But, don't go off all, crazy and start taking a bunch of things if you don't know why you're taking them or what they're for.
Exactly. So we hope you'll continue to listen and share us with others. It's the best compliment you can give us, and it helps us grow. So we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
The content shared on this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We are not medical professionals, and the views expressed here are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any health conditions. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider before making any health-related decisions.